In Buddhist teachings, we learn that prosperity is not just a matter of luck, but a reflection of our inner state and the intentions we cultivate. In this video, we'll explore how 5 simple cloves can help us align our energy with abundance, as well as sharing Zen stories that illustrate this transformative journey. Get ready to discover the power of intention and how it can shape your reality. I am Dory. On our channel, we explore Buddhist practices and rituals that help cultivate inner peace, compassion, and wisdom. Join us to learn and listen to profound teachings and discover how to apply Buddhist philosophy in your daily life. Subscribe to the channel and transform your spiritual journey. The practice of generosity is one of the fundamental pillars of the Buddhist path. When we think of financial abundance, we often get carried away by the idea of accumulating wealth. However, the true teaching invites us to look at the act of sharing. Generosity is not just about giving money or material goods. It manifests itself in our daily actions, in the words we choose, and in the compassion we offer to those around us. When we cultivate a generous heart, we create a space of openness in our lives. This openness allows the energy of abundance to flow freely, making our intentions more powerful and effective. Imagine for a moment how it feels to help someone. Even a small gesture, such as offering support to a friend in need or sharing a smile with a stranger, can generate a wave of positivity. This energy of kindness returns to us in unexpected ways. In Buddhism, we believe that everything we do generates an echo in the universe. So by sowing generosity, we are planting the seeds of prosperity in our own field. This practice teaches us to let go of the idea that we need to have a lot to be happy. True wealth comes from the connection we establish with others and with ourselves. Another important aspect in the search for abundance is the practice of gratitude. We often focus on what we lack, creating a cycle of dissatisfaction that takes us away from our true essence. Gratitude invites us to look at what we already have, to recognize the blessings that permeate our lives, even in the simplest situations. When we begin to cultivate this mindset, we change our perception and attract more abundance. The act of giving thanks is not just a ritual, it is a transformative practice that helps us align our thoughts and emotions with the positive energy we wish to manifest. In Zen philosophy, we find many stories that teach us about the simplicity and depth of life. One such story tells of a monk who, on receiving a small donation, decided to share every penny with those who passed by. Although he could have kept something for himself, he understood that true happiness lay in the act of giving. As the days went by, that monk began to notice that his life was filled with joy and abundance. He realized that by sharing, he was attracting more love and connection. This story shows us that abundance is not a question of quantity, but of quality in the relationships we build. Therefore, as we seek financial prosperity, may we always remember that it is closely linked to our actions and intentions. By practicing generosity and gratitude, we become co-creators of our reality. Instead of focusing only on what we want to acquire, may we focus on how we can contribute and serve others. In this way, abundance becomes a state of being, not just a goal to be achieved. True wealth is revealed when our hearts are open and ready to receive, as well as to give. The practice of gratitude is one of the fundamental pillars for the manifestation of abundance in our lives. When we focus on what we already have, rather than dwelling on what we lack, we create an inner space that allows prosperity to flow. In Buddhism, gratitude is seen as a way of recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings. Every element in our lives, no matter how small, plays an essential role in our path. By cultivating a grateful heart, we not only recognize these contributions, but also open the door to new opportunities. To practice gratitude effectively, start the day by reflecting on 3 things you are grateful for. It could be the sunlight coming through the window, a friend's smile, or even the food you had for breakfast. The depth of this exercise lies not in the quantity, but in the quality of our attention. When we focus on the positive, we begin to change our perspective and attract more experiences that resonate with this vibrant energy. It's as if, by giving thanks, we tune into a different frequency, one that is more aligned with abundance. Another essential aspect is generosity. The act of sharing, whether it's a smile, advice, or even material resources, generates an energy of abundance. In Buddhism, generosity is considered one of the greatest acts of love and compassion. When we offer something to someone, even a small gesture, we are cultivating a cycle of giving and receiving. This cycle is fundamental to our prosperity, as it teaches us that true wealth lies not in accumulation, but in the ability to give and receive. Now, let's reflect on the mind and its intentions. Our thoughts shape reality. When we nurture positive and constructive intentions, we attract experiences that reflect these energies. Buddhism teaches us to observe our thoughts without judgment, allowing them to come and go, but always directing our mind towards what is positive and beneficial. Meditation is a powerful tool for this. By meditating, we can calm the mind and cultivate a clear intention of prosperity and abundance. Visualizing the life we want in every detail helps us to create a concrete path to achieve it. In addition, it is important to understand that abundance is not limited to the financial aspect. It manifests itself in health, relationships, inner peace, and happiness. When we expand our definition of abundance, we begin to realize the wealth that already exists in our lives. This helps us to cultivate a mindset of abundance, where we are able to see opportunities rather than limitations. The practice of mindfulness is an effective way of staying present and aware, allowing us to recognize the small blessings of everyday life. Finally, remember that the journey to abundance is an ongoing process. It's normal to have ups and downs, but the important thing is to stay focused on gratitude, generosity, and positive intentions. Over time, you will realize that financial and emotional abundance is not just a destination to be reached, but a way of living that transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. True prosperity begins within us and expands as we cultivate a consciousness of interconnectedness and love. The practice of detachment is fundamental to our journey towards financial abundance. In Buddhism, we learn that attachment is a source of suffering. When we cling to material possessions or the idea of financial security, we create a barrier that prevents us from realizing the true nature of abundance, which is infinite and present in all things. Detachment doesn't mean that we should give up everything, but rather that we should develop a healthy relationship with what we have. When you let go, you begin to see the world from a new perspective. Instead of constantly worrying about what's missing, you start to value what you already have. This change of focus is liberating. Imagine you're in a garden. If you get attached to just one flower, you can miss out on the beauty of everything else around you. By releasing this attachment, you allow new flowers to bloom, bringing more beauty and richness into your life. Detachment creates space for new opportunities and experiences. In addition, cultivating generosity is a practice that feeds abundance. By sharing what we have, be it time, love, or resources, we create a cycle of giving that brings prosperity. In Buddhism, generosity is seen as one of the greatest acts of compassion. When we give, we not only help others, but we also connect with the essence of life. This connection reminds us that we are part of something bigger, and that abundance is not limited to what we accumulate, but expands through our actions. Now let's talk about the importance of living in the present. Often, our anxiety about the future or regrets about the past prevent us from seeing the opportunities that lie before us. The practice of meditation teaches us to be present, to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. When we are in the present, we are able to perceive the small blessings that life offers us on a daily basis. This awareness is essential for cultivating abundance. By recognizing and being grateful for the little things, such as a smile, a meal, or a conversation, we awaken a positive energy that attracts more abundance into our lives. Buddhist wisdom also reminds us of impermanence. Everything is constantly changing, and financial abundance is no exception. Circumstances may change, but our inner peace and ability to adapt are what really matter. When we understand the impermanent nature of life, we can let go of rigidly fixed expectations of what abundance should look like. This allows us to welcome the opportunities that arise, even if they are not as we imagined. Finally, it's important to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude transforms our view of what we have and connects us with the abundance that already exists in our lives. By practicing gratitude, we create a space of appreciation that helps us to see the richness in the little things. Over time, this practice can change our inner state, aligning us with the energy of abundance. With each breath, each reflection on what we are grateful for, we strengthen our intention for prosperity. Thus, through detachment, generosity, presence, acceptance of impermanence, and gratitude, we can open ourselves up to a life of true abundance, which goes beyond the material and touches the spiritual. Awaken a new perspective and embrace abundance in your life. The 21-day life-changing challenge with Buddhist practices and rituals is the ideal way to cultivate detachment, generosity, and gratitude. Want to know how to transform your life? Check out the link in the first comment and start your journey. The first step to aligning our energy with abundance is to cultivate a clear and focused mind. We are often bombarded by distractions and worries that take us away from our true purpose. The practice of meditation, so central to Buddhism, teaches us to silence our minds and observe our thoughts without judging them. When we dedicate a few minutes of our day to this practice, we begin to realize that our financial worries are not just about numbers, but about what we really value in life. By meditating, we can reflect on our intentions. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What is my relationship with money? What does abundance mean to me? We often associate wealth with material possessions, but in fact, true abundance is revealed in experiences, relationships, and our inner growth. By clearing our minds, we create space for these intentions to manifest in a more authentic way. Generosity is another fundamental aspect that helps us attract prosperity. When we share what we have, be it time, resources, or love, we are sending a message to the universe that we trust in abundance. In Buddhism, giving is seen as a practice of detachment. It's not just about financial donations, but about offering help, listening to someone in need, and being present. This energetic exchange not only benefits others, but also enriches us. When we practice generosity, we free ourselves from the scarcity mentality and embrace the idea that there is enough for everyone. Now let's reflect on the impact of the beliefs we cultivate. We often carry limiting patterns that prevent us from accessing prosperity. Beliefs such as, "I don't deserve to be rich," or "money is the root of all evil," can trap us in a cycle of scarcity. It is essential to question these beliefs and replace them with healthier and more constructive affirmations. In Buddhism, we learn that the mind plays a powerful role in creating our reality. By nurturing thoughts of abundance, love, and gratitude, we begin to see changes not only in our financial life, but in all aspects of our existence. The practice of mindfulness is another valuable tool. Being present in each moment helps us to appreciate what we already have, instead of focusing on what we lack. When we cultivate gratitude, even for the little things, our perception of abundance expands. Gratitude is a way of recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. By valuing what we have and the people in our lives, we attract more positive experiences. Finally, remember that the journey towards abundance is a path of self-knowledge and growth. Every step, no matter how small, is significant. The continuous practice of meditation, generosity, the reprogramming of limiting beliefs, and gratitude are cloves that, when cultivated, blossom into a life rich in meaning and prosperity. By dedicating ourselves to this practice, we not only transform our relationship with money, but we also become sources of light and inspiration for those around us. When we talk about the connection between our intentions and abundance, it is essential to understand that prosperity goes beyond the mere accumulation of material goods. In Buddhism, true wealth is understood as a state of mind. Thus, by cultivating pure intentions and a mindset of gratitude, we make room for abundance to manifest in our lives in a more meaningful way. The first change we can implement is the practice of mindfulness in our daily actions. This state of presence allows us to perceive the blessings that are already around us. Often, we are so focused on our desires and financial worries that we forget to appreciate what we already have. The simple act of giving thanks for what we have, a meal, a home, or even the company of friends, can transform our perspective. This gratitude creates a positive vibration that attracts more abundance. Another powerful practice is generosity. In Buddhism, generosity is seen as one of the highest virtues. When we give, be it our time, resources, or love, we are not only helping others, but also enriching our own hearts. Generosity makes us feel that we are part of something bigger, and so we align our energy with universal abundance. By giving, we cultivate a cycle of exchange that reminds us that by sharing, we also become receivers. Intention also plays a crucial role in this process. When we set financial goals or wish for prosperity, it's important that these intentions come from the heart and are guided by ethical values. Ask yourself, why do I want this? For what purpose? If your intentions are rooted in a genuine desire to contribute to the well-being of others, the energy you emanate will be powerful and transformative. Life responds to these intentions aligned with love and compassion. In addition, the practice of meditation is a fundamental tool in our journey. Meditation helps us to calm the mind and connect with our inner self, creating a space where we seek clarity and purpose. By meditating on abundance, you can visualize not only what you want, but also the feeling of gratitude and satisfaction that comes from that abundance. This practice not only strengthens your focus, but also transforms your reality as you become more aware of the opportunities that arise around you. Finally, impermanence is a central concept in Buddhism that we must embrace. Life is a constant flux, and circumstances change. By recognizing that everything is transitory, we release attachment to what we have or what we want. This liberation allows us to flow with life rather than fight against it. When we accept impermanence, we find room for new possibilities, and abundance becomes a natural part of our path. These small changes, although simple, have a profound impact on the way we live and on our ability to attract prosperity. By aligning our intentions with generosity, gratitude, and acceptance, we create a vibrant space for abundance to manifest in our lives. True wealth lies in how we connect with the world and with others, and this connection, when cultivated with love and wisdom, is what really makes us abundant. The first change we can make is to practice gratitude. In our daily lives, we often focus on what we lack, on the difficulties we face. However, Buddhism teaches us that gratitude transforms our perception. When we start to be grateful for what we already have, even if it seems little, we make room for new blessings to enter our lives. Gratitude is like a magnet that attracts more abundance. Try taking a few minutes when you wake up to mentally or in a journal list the things you are grateful for. This simple practice can change your state of mind and create a positive energy around you. The second change is in our awareness of our spending. We often buy on impulse or let our emotions decide our purchases. Buddhist philosophy teaches us to observe our desires and cultivate mindfulness. When you shop, ask yourself, does this purchase really bring you joy, or is it a momentary escape? By developing this awareness, you can align your spending with your values and intentions. This not only helps you avoid waste, but also attracts an energy of abundance as you begin to value and care for what you already have. The third change is giving. In Buddhism, Generosity is one of the pillars of spiritual practice. When we give, be it time, resources, or love, we are affirming the abundance in our lives. Giving is not only an act of letting go, but also a recognition that we are part of something bigger. By sharing, we create a flow of energy that returns to us in unexpected ways. Try getting involved in community activities or simply offering help to someone in need. You'll see how this energy of generosity transforms your own relationship with abundance. The fourth change is the practice of meditation. Meditation teaches us to silence the mind and connect with our essence. When we become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can identify patterns that may be blocking our prosperity. Meditation also helps us to cultivate intention. When meditating, visualize what abundance means to you, not only financially, but also in terms of peace, love, and happiness. This space for reflection allows you to align your daily actions with your deepest intentions. Finally, the fifth change is the practice of detachment. Buddhism teaches us that attachment is a source of suffering. We often get caught up in ideas of wealth or material possessions, believing that they will bring us happiness. However, true wealth lies in our ability to live fully in the present and to appreciate life's simple experiences. Learn to value what you have, but don't let it define you. By letting go of the bonds of attachment, you open yourself up to receive what life has to offer, allowing abundance to flow freely towards you. These small changes, when incorporated into your life, can create a profound impact. Abundance is not just a financial state, but a state of being. By aligning your energy, intentions, and actions, you become a channel for prosperity in all its forms.